Welcome guys, Tristan here. Hope you're doing well as always. Today we have a small tweak that you can make for every single exercise you do at the end of the exercise to make it even more effective. So this video shouldn't be a long one, but we're going to go through every single body part. So let's not waste any time, let's jump right in and we'll go through every single one of them. Okay guys, quick background story. When I was a kid, back in England, maybe 6 or 7 years old, I go to my friends' birthday parties, and one of the things we do there, which is, I know we still do it now, but we did it then, was the parents would stand around, eating birthday cake and at the end of the party, and we'd play these games, and they'd be playing music, and all us kids would basically, dance, run around. Well, the girls would dance, the boys would just run around in a circle. That's kind of what you did at 6 or 7 years old. They'd stop the music, and then you'd have to freeze, okay? Now the girls, they'd dance, they'd stop the music. The girls, lovely, pretty little poses. The boys, of course, as soon as it stopped, there's one thing we did, most muscular. Squeeze in, try and look as tough as we could. Didn't have a clue what bodybuilding or fitness was at the time, but we just wanted to squeeze and look as crazy as we could. That is isometric tension. Let's explain some more inside. Okay, let's begin. So, isometric, I'm mixing big letters, little letters, metric, tension. There we are. All right. Isometric tension. Now, the first I ever heard about this was when I was around about 15, 16, and first started exercise. And very, very simply, to just keep it as basic as possible, this book I followed had 3 workouts a week. Each one had an exercise for each body part. However, when you finish doing, for example, it was like squats, bicep curls, what have you, at the end of each one, the person who wrote this book wanted you to do a thing called an isometric exercise for that body part. So, for example, you do your bicep curls and you do an isometric exercise for that. Now, the isometric exercise essentially is static tension. It's holding a particular position where the tension is on that muscle. So, what I did for biceps, and it was in there, was you do your bicep curl, and I'll show you this in a moment. You grab your wrist and you try and push up this way and push down that way. So the tension was on the bicep. And this principle applied to each of the body parts. So every exercise you do, you then finish with an isometric exercise. I've pretty much done that throughout the last however many years I've been training, quite a lot. And there's studies, which I'm not going to right now, but to keep it as simple as possible, to show the benefit of doing this as what I probably call an in-betweener. So you do your exercise in a particular workout, and instead of standing around and saying, okay, drink some water or do nothing until the next one comes along, you can put in one of these isometric exercises to add a little bit more to the exercise and improve your results over time. It's not like it's hard or particularly challenging, but you really have to kind of focus on that intensity as you're pushing on the muscle, okay? And also it's going to help you with the mind-muscle connection. You've probably heard about that. We do talk about it a fair few times in these videos, but the mind-muscle connection allows you to really feel the muscle rather than just going through the motions. So isometric tension on any of these body parts is very, very beneficial, and certainly something you want to add in when you're waiting to go for the next exercise in your program. Let's go through each one, and we'll start with legs. All right, so isometric tension, remember this as well. It's essentially 10 seconds of a 10-second hold for every single one of these isometric exercises. Start with legs. So what we do is, imagine you've done your squats or whatever it may be, okay? What we can do with this one is you can put your heels on the ground and basically tense and flex the quad muscles. You feel like that, kind of like that burn, all right? You hold it on there, as soon as you've got your feet tight. If it also feels like it's cramping up, you can squeeze it 10 seconds and hold, that 10-second period. You can bend your knee a bit if you get that kind of tension, feels better with a more of a bent knee or straight. Hold it. After 10 seconds, you then shake it off, maybe do a stretch, okay, and do the other leg there. So that would be what I do for quads. A lot of times I do, say, thigh extensions, which is an exercise I do like, and after soon enough they're hurt, they're burning anyway, I'll then do like a quick 10-second isometric tension hold on the quad, switch legs, quick bit of water, and then back into the exercise, as opposed to obviously doing nothing for that break in between, okay? So that would be what I do for the quads. Next one, let's look at the calves, okay? Now the calves, of course, typically we're doing like higher reps for the calves, okay? So you're gonna get kind of like a burn anyway. But one of the ones I found to be beneficial for me was, you can either go onto your tiptoes and squeeze like that, the top points, hold it for 10 seconds, or what you can do is you can come in and you can kind of put your toe on the ground, bring your leg, or twist it around over the heel and squeeze on the quad, squeeze on the calf muscle there, and just really feel that burn, that tension. Shake it off. Of course, a lot of times you'll find that you could cramp up quickly on that. If you do, just kind of do a little stretch out. Again, we talked about this in other videos. Roll the ankle a little bit, loosen up the lower leg, and just try and get that squeeze back on again, just to really feel again that mind-muscle connection. All right. Okay. One thing I would say is hamstrings, back of the leg. That's in one area I actually don't do isometrics for. What I do instead is when I've done a workout and I've just done my hamstrings, like with like stiff leg deadlifts, or sometimes I'll do like the leg curls on the bench. I'll go up, I'll then do like a mild stretch around about probably 10-15 seconds, no more. Okay. A lot of times people say don't stretch in between exercises. I think you can do that, you're okay to do it, and that's where I do a stretch with hamstrings, just hanging down, little bend on the knees and just hang, just feel it, and roll up. That's the only one I don't do isometrics for. Upper body. For the upper body, let's start, we talked about biceps earlier, to show the bicep. So you've done your bicep exercise, okay, and the way I do this is make a fist, hands on the wrist, and all you're going to do there is you're basically trying to push down on the right side here, the right arm, and the right arm's trying to kind of come up. So you're creating that kind of tension point in the middle. As soon as you feel it, keep pushing down and pushing up for the 10 seconds. Breathe as well through all these isometric exercises and just hold it there. Then you're like, okay. Of course, I'm not doing exactly 10 seconds now, but I'm just showing the principle behind it. Shake it off and then come to the other side here, the left side, and you're just going to push down, push up, feeling it. Oh goodness. And you'll just relax, of course, when your 10 seconds is up, okay? Shake them off, and these are good things I say to do in between exercises. So now you go back in and do your next bicep exercise. Triceps. The tricep one is interesting because what we can do is we can do this on, say, a table. I think it's a good thing surface, or even like a bench. And I'll grab a bench here and show you that here. And you're basically going to be pushing down to get that tension in the tricep. And the way we do this is, here we've got a little bench, put on the floor. So I've just finished, say, I don't know, dumbbell overhead extensions, for example. And to create that isometric tension, I'll come to a flat surface like a bench or a table, I'll put my hands down, elbows at 90 degrees, I'm going to push. And as soon as I push, I feel that kind of tension through the tricep up here. I'm just pushing, keeping it there, keep pushing down for 10 seconds, and then I release, shake off. Okay, you can do another one if you want to before you back onto the next exercise. That there is how you do the tricep one. The chest one that was in my little book was interesting. What you do is you finish your chest exercise, bench press, whatever it may be, and instead of standing around, you stand up, or even sitting down actually, and you put this grip like this, okay? And you're basically trying to pull apart. As soon as you do it, you'll feel that you can get your hands up or down to a point where you feel like, right, that tension is nicely across the chest. So you just pull in, breathe in, pull as hard as you can, feel that tension, and then your 10-second mark, you relax. What you do is you flip hands, okay? So flip the grip, and then pull again, okay? And again, as I said, what I found over time was if I moved my hands up and down, I felt the tension in different kind of areas, or I felt more pronounced. So find the area for you. I'm pulling. Now, of course, it doesn't look like it, but I'm pulling as hard as I can, trying to breathe, trying to get my shoulders back. I don't want to be hunched over like this. I'm there, and then I'm just relaxing. Okay, so that was the chest one. Shake off a little bit afterwards like this. Here we go. Good to go. Back. Finish doing, say, a lat pull down, for example, or a bent over row. And the way this worked, and this one I found actually did kind of kick in on the chest as well, but it's okay. Hands aside, and what I'm doing is I'm pushing, okay, against my hips like this. Now you will certainly feel it through the chest, okay, but equally what you'll feel is in the lat muscle, the back muscle here, that kind of nice tension, okay. And again, you can move your arms forward and back to kind of feel it. You're just holding it there. Oh. Push, push, push. Sometimes move your hands back if you feel it's better. Find that point and just really, really, really push. Loosen off, maybe stretching over, okay? Over and under. That is how you do the back one, and then we'll finish off here with the shoulders one, which for this, what you can do is find a wall or a stationary surface you can push against. Essentially all you do is this. You put your hand against the wall, you'll stand straight, and I'm actually pushing out against the wall, trying to stand it, push as hard as I can. So imagine there's a wall here. I'm like pushing out like this, okay? I'm feeling it right down the shoulder, all right? Then you flip sides, push here, just like that. Breathe, keep pushing, and you're good to go. Excellent, that's isometrics. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you and your family are doing well. I'm going to go ahead and record some more videos for you, but for now, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and clicking the little bell notification, that would be awesome. And until next time, take care, hope you're well, and I'll see you soon.